Just record. Okay. Whoa. So I have a confession to make. I made another drink. Hey, hi, hello, glow babies. Guess what? Guess what day it is? It's Friday. Yes. That means we're back with another face mask and another cocktail to make. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Chelsea, and every Friday I sit down and review a new face mask while mixing and sipping on a tasty cocktail. So if you like skincare and you like to drink, then you're in the right place, baby. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell so you can come hang out with me every Friday for cocktail hour. With that being said, today we have another exciting type of face. Let's be honest, every Friday is going to be exciting because that means we get to do a new face mask. And then we get to drink, so I really don't know a better combination. Let me just start off by saying that we know face masks have been around for a long time, like 5,000 years ago long, right? But they didn't have the luxury of walking into their Ulta store and picking out a face mask off the shelf. They had to go out into the wilderness, gather up some things from the earth, mix them together, slather them on their face, and hope for the best. That is how clay masks came about. So the face mask that I'm gonna try out today is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. I got this from Walmart, but it is available literally anywhere. And this face mask, or this clay, came out back in 2006. And again, I never really knew what to do with it or what it was for. You can use it for so many things, but obviously for the sake of today's video, we're gonna use it for our face. And what I found pretty interesting about this product is that it comes in a complete powder form, and you mix it with a liquid to then create a paste to put on your face. Face paste? It does tell you you can mix it with either water or apple cider vinegar. After I read a few reviews on the product, most people said that when they mixed it with water, it kind of burned their skin a little bit, whereas when they mixed it with apple cider vinegar, they didn't experience any irritation. So it says to mix clay with equal parts of raw apple cider vinegar and or water, use a non-metal bowl and utensils, stir well, add clay or liquid as needed. Apply to the face, let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes for delicate skin and 15 to 20 minutes for normal skin. You will feel a pulling and tightening sensation. You will feel your face pulsate. Remove the clay by washing with warm water. Slight redness of the skin is normal and will disappear in about 30 minutes. Alright. So if we get a little red after this, we know why. So we're just gonna open her up and see. Oh. Okay. Well, we're off to a good start. So I've got a spoon to mix it with, and I have our, non-metal bowl. It doesn't really tell me how much you're supposed to start with, so we're just gonna go on in and see how it works. So facial masking starts its long history on the eastern hemisphere of the world. Egyptian Queen Cleopatra was known for her exotic beauty. She would use this more or less as like a weapon for political and social gain. So it was pretty clear that she needed to make sure that she kept her face or her skin looking youthful and beautiful. So we're gonna add a little bit of this in there. It's bubbling a little bit. I hope it's supposed to do that. Anyway, she would put mud on her skin as well as egg whites to really just help the complexion of her skin. It's not really turning into a paste yet, but we're gonna keep on going. She would use mud on her skin as well as egg whites to really just help brighten and clear up her complexion. Now, mud masking actually works to restore the cells on your skin as well as draw toxins out of your pores. So it was pretty obvious why she resorted to using mud. And then later, once they found out that there were certain qualities in clay that benefited their skin even more, that's how the clay mask was then established. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit paste-like. I'm just gonna keep on going. Sorry about that, we had to put our hair up. How am I gonna put the face mask on if my hair is down? But as I was saying, since clay is composed of volcanic ash, it is subjected to environmental changes. So no two components of clay are going to be the same. Think of it like your fingerprint. No two fingerprints are ever going to be the same, just like how clay is. But being that clay is composed of these tiny particles, it is really useful in absorbing water. So that's why it makes sense to put it on our face to absorb or pull those oils and toxins off of our skin. That being said, I think we are ready to start putting it on. It's like a nice thick paste. Oops. And let's see what she's gonna do for me. So as I was saying, research has found that clay can really help to absorb any secretions of oil or any bacteria that is kind of left over on your face. Next, clay also has antibacterial properties, so that explains why it can also help to reduce our blemishes, things like blackheads and whiteheads, because those are actually an infection of the skin. This clay actually comes from the Death Valley, where it is sun-dried for up to 6 months in temperatures of 134 degrees. So that being said, you can't just go out and get just any type of clay and slather it on your face and expect it to do something good. So before you actually pick a clay mask to start using, you really want to understand what your skin type is. And quite frankly, a lot of people don't know what their skin type is, mostly because our skin changes just like everything else in our body does. So I actually took the time to put together a little quiz to help people understand their skin personalities. So I'm going to leave that link down below, but what it does is a couple of questions that you answer about your skin. It's going to give you an answer based on those questions, and then you're going to get a little bit of a deeper dive into what that means. Things like what your pores look like, what type of blemishes or breakouts that you deal with, how you can treat your skin type, and then just some like different lifestyle changes that you can start making to realistically better your skin from within. So again, I'm going to leave the link for that down below, and hopefully you can learn a little bit more about your skin and get a better idea of how to take care of it before you start using just any product that you hear somebody talking about. Alright, so the face mask looks like it is pretty evenly applied. Now it doesn't really feel like it's pulsating or doing anything crazy yet, but probably have to leave it on a little longer. With that being said, let's head over to the kitchen so we can go ahead and start mixing our cocktail. Let's go. Hey squad, welcome back to my kitchen. Let's make our cocktail that I still have not even told you what it is yet. Today, to stay with our theme, we are going to make a cocktail called Cleopatra's Kiss. I just thought that the ingredients that it called for seemed a little interesting, so I'm intrigued to find out if it's going to taste good. So the recipe calls for some tequila, some mango nectar, a little pineapple juice, some lime juice that I've already squeezed here, and then it calls for cayenne pepper, but I didn't have that, so we're going to use chili powder and some ginger, and lastly, a couple of sage leaves. We have our shakers here, and we're just going to jump right into it. Today we're going to need a few extra little accessories for our shaker, but nonetheless, we have our shaker cups here. We have our strainer, our muddler, and our jigger. So first things first, it just calls for a few sage leaves. I wonder if you can just do the same thing that you do with mint leaves. And that works. Okay, and then I'm just gonna muddle it a little bit, I guess. Now all that's left is pouring all the rest of the ingredients into the shaker, mixing it up with some ice, straining it, and we're good to go. So let's jump on into it. Of course, you can pour however much you want, but the recipe calls for 1.5 ounces of our tequila. We're obviously gonna do our generous pour. Then we have 1 ounce of the mango nectar. I bought a huge thing. I don't know what I'm gonna ever need this for, but we got it. Yummy, it smells good. I bet it would taste good in a smoothie, right? Then 1 ounce of our pineapple juice. I love tequila, so I really feel like most tequila cocktails are going to be something that I like. But I just feel like with the chili powder and the ginger, who knows what we're getting into, right? And we need our lime juice, about 1/2 ounce of that. Then you just want a pinch of cayenne and a pinch of ginger. That felt like a lot. And our ginger. These are both really strong ingredients, so I'm just curious what it's gonna taste like. Grab some ice and let's shake it on up. All right, we've got our ice. Should have put the ice in first, right? That's why I'm not a bartender. Let's shake it on up, baby. Hey! It's like the shake weight. Remember those things?
You just shake it back and forth.
That's good. Ugh. Need to get a mixing glass. It smells yummy. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be good. Okay, so I grabbed just a little cocktail glass. I'm gonna put some ice in here. Okay, and it says to double strain it, probably just because of the sage leaves. So we're gonna put in our little strainer. That looks pretty delicious. It feels like everything in my face just went. So I don't know if you saw in the picture, but for a garnish, it had like a little orange peel wrapped around a sage leaf. We're gonna try to get an orange peel off of here. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Oh! What if I just gonna... It's not really a true orange wedge, but how are you? Well, I don't think the toothpick's supposed to be showing, but I think it looks pretty damn good. It looks like the photo. I'm interested what it tastes like. All right, let's give it the taste test and see if it is a Chelsea approved, would recommend cocktail. No. This is better than a margarita. This is my new favorite cocktail. Hands down. This is it. Shit, I like this a lot. I think it's time to take the face mask off and then we can do our final thoughts and reviews. So, the face mask is off. I have to admit, when I first looked in the mirror, it was slightly concerning. It looked like I just had a chemical peel. But then I remembered the container said that you will experience redness, and I know that clay masks do typically do this just because they're increasing the blood supply to the surface, mostly because it's really flushing out all those toxins, so it's natural to leave your skin a little red. So I'm gonna let my face kind of calm down for about a half hour, like the bottle said, before I give my overall thoughts and reviews on this mask. And since I'm definitely gonna be sipping on this cocktail while I'm waiting for my skin to calm down, I should probably do my final thoughts and reviews on the Cleopatra's Kiss now. I have to say, this cocktail is so delicious. Like, absolutely hands down. Anybody that says they don't like tequila cocktails will forever be changed because of this. You know, I leave the recipe for the cocktail down below in the description box. If you decide to make it or make a version of this cocktail, please tag me. My Instagram is right here on the screen. I'd love to see if you try it and if you liked it, because I know you'll like it. I just know it. I know it. But anyway, I'm gonna go chill out for a bit. It's not gonna feel like any time has passed for you, but for me, I'm gonna go spend about a half hour letting my face chillax a bit and probably getting a little drunk. See you soon, friends.
Eventually.
So, record. Okay. Oh. So I have a confession to make. I made another drink. Do I regret it? Nah. Am I slightly drunk? Yeah. Just don't tell my mom. She thinks I'm a good child. So before we get too carried away, it's time to finish our reviews and thoughts on the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay Mask. Bam. So I have to say, after trying this mask and then letting my face kind of calm down afterwards, I noticed a difference. And that's enough for me to give this face mask a 10 out of 10. I would recommend this. Understand that it is a very strong clay mask. You need to be cautious when using it. I'm happy about this. My face feels good. My pores look smaller, you know. Well, that wraps up another Face Mask Friday, Glow Babies. As always, I left a purchase link for this face mask down below in the description box, but you can find it at so many places. I also left the recipe for the Cleopatra's Kiss cocktail down below as well. If you make this cocktail or a version of it, don't forget to tag me in it. My Instagram is right here in case you forgot. You can also hang out with me in between uploads on any of my social medias that are listed down below as well. And if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy hanging out with Lo Me, be sure to hit subscribe. And if you want to get notified every time I upload, spoiler alert, it's every Friday, be sure to hit that notifications bell so we can keep having our cocktail hours together. As always, Glow Babies, stay safe out there and stay beautiful. Bye.